One more Chennai returnee test positive for COVID-19. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reach 27, out of which 25 are active cases. Second trend from the Chennai, bringing 1,571 stranded Manipuris richest Jiribam railway station. Chirka objects to sending home of COVID-19 negative returnees before completing of incubation period. And India reports 6,654 cases in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 3,720. A very good evening to you all. I'm Kanel Shambanduram presenting you the evening news. Now let's begin our bulletin with the top stories of today. One more Chennai returnee has tested positive for COVID-19, while the two positive patients have tested negative in Manipur, as per the latest updates. Samples of the 26-year-old man who hailed from Imphal West District has been tested positive for COVID-19 at the VRDL RIMS. He belonged to the group of stranded people who returned from Chennai by a special train on 13th of May. He is now admitted in the COVID care facility at RIMS. Health department officials said the infected man had stuffy nose and mild cough, upon which his sample was collected on May 19th and he was detected with coronavirus late last night. Authorities concerned have initiated necessary measures like containment and contact tracing. With today's fresh case, total confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reach 27, out of which the total active COVID-19 cases in Manipur are 25. Meanwhile, Mumbai returned mother-son duo from More who were undergoing treatment for COVID-19 at RIMS tested negative for COVID-19 today. But they have not been discharged from hospital yet. Health Department authorities said the recent incident of positive cases are seen only among the group of incoming stranded people and urged the public not to panic but be prepared by adopting social distancing, hand hygiene, using soap or sanitizer, and by wearing a face mask. Second batch of Chennai returnees arrive at Jiribam railway station in a special train today. The special train, bringing 1,571 stranded Manipuris from Chennai, arrived at Jiribam railway station at around 11:30 a.m. after dropping off stranded people of other northeast states. Numerous police and IRB personnel were on strict visit at the railway station under the supervision of District Administration Jiribam and Jiribam District Police. The returnees were provided meals inside the train and they were screened turn by turn and at their respective district screening points. After necessary screening procedure, returnees were taken to their respective quarantine centers on buses arranged by the government. Volunteers of All Jiribam United Club Association, Ajuka, Jiribam Development Organization, JDO, IPSA and Red Cross Society extended support during the screening process. Coalition for Indigenous Rights campaign, Chirka, has objected to Chief Minister Northam Biren's recent announcement that those incoming people who have tested negative for COVID-19 will be sent home the event before completion of incubation period. Chirka Secretary General Moirangthem Angamba said around 10,000 out of 50,000 stranded Manipuris have returned into the state so far, but the government has failed to run the quarantine center properly with adequate materials. M. Angamba urged the government to change its decision as suspected persons may show symptoms within 14 to 28 days as per World Health Organization and ICMR. He also appealed to open widespread quarantine centers along with people and civil society organizations and to provide necessary training to local youths and CSOs leaders.
Symptoms so utokna COVID positive or mayam masu laibnina. Ekoi na hujik Manipur yor matungda sumatagi nini humni katang COVID testing ki thabak asi chathar matungda yum da tha ki bai base Manipur gi laiba context ga sungsa sana de maram di karigin horakanda Manipur gi yum mayam bada home quarantine tongna ba ki facilities matik sana leite tongan ba bathroom toilet tongan ba leifam tongan ba ka leite adugi matakta imung manung ayamba masigi tawgadaba tawroidaba mayam singa ito tosanaba punni ire leminaba na maram warakanda hairiba yumda satkarkanda home quarantine gi facilities e ngakadaba protocol mayam singa si nim chumna ngak tabadagi mass infection torlo happy haningai leite maramadana masigi khongthang sigi matang di state government haijening budi mandatory oina mapandagi lakliba mayam singa si institutional quarantine na targa koigi community quarantine center sing asida sungchotun.
Sarkar also warned the Department of Agriculture, Horticulture and Minor Irrigation to carry out their responsibilities and to take necessary measures to ease the public. Stating that current rise in the price of rice is due to drought that occurred last year, M. Angamba urged the government to take necessary activities amid this COVID-19 lockdown to ensure abundant agricultural production. He appealed to take actions at present so that people do not suffer in the coming years after the lockdown.
Hogging Manipur Lariba, low hectare lak, Animuxiki, Masigi Marumorang, Masigi, Ladiba Ikogi Pogdi, Masi Gamen, Pibangam, Gadoribra, Labor Department Isikadole, Department Anisi Matok Toroidaba, Mantri Emilian Irapadio letter, the subsidy and Anabagi, Longi Meamama, Officer Lao, Adar Puru, Photo Puru, Ingon Patapuru, Haraga, Skim Happy Haraga, Madugum Kaptagis, a line of office on the labor targeti, high office and Izuting Batotare, Agriculture Office, Horticulture Office, Amadi Meam, Itelakong Pina Bugin and Lariba, minor irrigation program kadari tawri hebasi yam achaw wahang amuk were marmadana hojik lurakli ba wahang de aikoi pothok puthok ta bataraga di aikoi saba phangoi doribani aikoi isagi pothok puthong namgi namak lairiba state laingakna lairiba concerned department sing che masi field da kumakanda thabak taw amuk changye.
A combined team of Technopal Police Station and 18th Assam Rifled siege Hughes consignment of battled nuts, mosquito repellent, Grozilla, wind cigarettes illegally imported from Myanmar. Impact News sources said that acting on a tip of the team carried out search operation in Technopol area and seized 12,977 boxes of wind cigarettes, 1,875 Grozilla packets, 138 kilograms of battled nuts, 150 kilograms of bitter beans, and 55 kilograms of slacked lime. The seized items are worth around 15,36,000 rupees. Proscribed Kanel Park Communist Party People's War Groups in a press release prohibited collections of interest and capital amount by private microfinance firms till August 2020 in view of plights facing people due to pandemic COVID-19 situation. KCP PWG urges private microfinance firms to support the decision of the group. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Bisleri at your doorstep delivery service. Bisleri drinking water with 10-step quality process. Ozonization for purity with contactless production and packaging. For order-related queries, please contact 8787-567-518 or 690-9357-842. The terms and conditions apply. Bisleri at your doorstep delivery service. Bisleri drinking water with 10-step quality process. Ozonization for purity with contactless production and packaging. For order-related queries, please contact 8787567518 or 690-9357-842. With terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back after the break. You are watching Evening News. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in India increased by 6,654 cases in the last 24 hours. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 1,25,101, out of which 69,597 are active cases. 51,783 people have recovered, and altogether 3,720 patients have died so far. Maharashtra is on the top with 44,582 confirmed cases and 1,517 deaths. Meanwhile, the Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that recovery rate reached to 41.39% in the country. Globally, coronavirus has infected 53,26,230 people and 3,40,383 people have succumbed to COVID-19, while the 21,96,677 people have recovered so far. United States of America is on the top with 16,45,353 confirmed cases and total deaths of 97,655 so far. USA reported 2,259 cases today. ICMR said that a total 1,15,364 samples of coronavirus infections were tested in the last 24 hours. With this figure of total number of tests reached to 28,34,798 in the country. As of now, totaled 587 laboratories across India have been given approval by ICMR to conduct the test for COVID-19, including 407 government laboratories and 180 private laboratories chains. (1,666) Maharashtra police personnel have been infected with coronavirus and 18 cops have succumbed to the virus so far. A large number of policemen have also been put in self-quarantine, which has left a shortage of personnel in the police department. To match the present requirements of the police personnel, the Maharashtra government has sound centers held and asked to send around 2,000 additional policemen from the Central Armed Police Forces to provide some respite to its own fatigued officers. ICMR says consuming hydrochloroquine reduce chances of getting infected with coronavirus. Health Ministry yesterday issued revised advisory for use of hydrochloroquine HCQ and prophylaxis preventive treatment for coronavirus or COVID-19. Under it, HCQ has now been recommended also for asymptomatic healthcare workers in non-COVID settings and for all asymptomatic healthcare workers involved in containment and treatment of COVID-19. The first COVID-19 vaccine to reach phase 1 clinical trial is safe, well tolerated and capable of generating an immune response against the novel coronavirus in humans, says a new research published in the Lancet journal. According to the study of 108 adults, the vaccine produced neutralizing antibodies and a response mediated by the immune system's T cells against the novel coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2. However, the scientists, including those from the Beijing Institute of Biotechnology in China, said further research is needed to confirm whether the vaccine protects against SARS-CoV-2 infection. The study said that in the trials carried out in 108 healthy adults, the vaccine demonstrated promising results after 28 days, with the final results to be evaluated in 6 months. Study co-author Wei Chen from the Beijing Institute of Biotechnology said those results represent an important milestone. The trials demonstrated that a single dose of the new adenovirus type 5 vectors COVID-19 vaccine produced virus-specific antibodies and T cells in 14 days. Sikkim government has decided to reopen schools for classes 9 to 12 and colleges from the 15th of June. All the junior classes will remain suspended until further order. Sikkim Education Department has listed guidelines to be followed while educational institutions are reopened from mid-June. Those includes mandatory wearing of masks by teachers and students, social distancing, restrictions on all gatherings, and conduction of classes in shifts. All holidays have been curtailed and educational institutions will remain opened on Saturday to compensate for lost times. For students from outside Sikkim studying in the state, the Education Department has requested parents to make arrangement for the awards, staying within the state after completing quarantine as prescribed by the Health Department. Meanwhile, the classes are through digital medium. Air India has started booking for ticket for domestic flights from yesterday. Many private carriers like Indigo's, Vistara and SpiceJet have also resumed bookings for domestic flights on their website. Earlier, the government has announced that domestic flights operations would restart from Monday in a calibrated manner. The flight operations were suspended from 25th of March due to the imposition of lockdown in view of COVID-19 pandemic. Now the sports news. Swimming Federation of India has requested the Sports Ministry to seek the Home Ministry's consent for reopening of pools inside sports complexes so that elite swimmers can resume training. In the Ministry of Health Home Affairs guideline for lockdown 4, sports complexes and stadiums have been allowed to open without spectators, cleaning the path for at least the resumption of health training camps, but swimming pools and gyms continued to be out of bounds, prompting the SFI to write to Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju, Indian Olympic Association and Sports Authority of India. SFI has asked permission for only those swimmers to resume training who have achieved the B qualification mark for next year's Tokyo Olympics. The list includes the like of Vardwaj Khade, Srirahi Nataraja, Kusagra Rawat and Advait Page. The sports minister is endeavoring to increase India's participants in the swimming event of 2028 Olympics. Indian women's hockey team, which will be participating for the third time in the upcoming Olympic Games, are undergoing intensive training at the Bengaluru Sai Complex. The team participated for the first time in the 1980 Moscow Olympic and qualified again in Rio Olympics, Brazil after 36 years. Altogether, 33 crore probably players are training under chief coach Joyed Marijni for the upcoming Tokyo Olympic. Manipur's own Shushila Chanu is the teamed midfielder. Sumand Devi Thodam is the defender. Bichu Devi KH is the goalkeeper and Sharmila Devi is the forward player. Hockey India aims to clinch an Olympic medal in the upcoming Olympics. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. One more Chennai retinee test positive for COVID-19. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reached 27, out of which 25 are active cases. Second train from Chennai bringing 1,571 stranded Manipuris reaches Jiriband railway station. Jirka objects to sending home of COVID-19 negative returnees before completing of incubation period. India reports 6,654 cases in last 24 hours. That toll reaches 3,720. Well, thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Manu Hutna. In the meantime, for more news and updates, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and stay safe.